Hi, and thank you, subscribers. Thank you for subscribing for that. What do you call that? May subscription. This is for week 2, and for those who have ordered this, thank you so much for ordering the Crazy Daisies. I hope you enjoy making this one. I'm gonna make this flower with sketching paper and cardstock, and there's gonna be 2 ways. So this is the one with cardstock, and this is the welting one, and this one having in sketching paper as well. So this is the welting one, which is, and this one is the fully bloomed. So just recently bloomed. So again, I will show you how to make this. I'll be using cardstock for this tutorial because I've already used the sketching paper. Let me zoom out a bit more. That was too zoomed in. I've already used, I'm just going to make a few because I still have to film the fishing game, and I'm afraid that's going to take a while. So let's just start. So we have here the templates. The templates goes as follows. It goes from left to right, okay? So that's how it's provided. It goes from small to large, left to right, and then there's, I think, not sure, let me check. I think there's one underneath it, or did it fit on one? Let me check, my friends. Hold on, please. Yeah. So it goes left to right, and then the last one is underneath it. Okay, so let's start. Like I mentioned again, this one is with cardstock. I'm gonna show you how to make the fully bloomed one, and in the meantime I'll show you as well how to turn it into the wilting one. So what we do first, we'll start with template, the smallest one. So left to right, and we'll start upper left. Just gonna take the template. Okay, gonna fold it in half, fold it in a quarter, I fold it again, create a bundle, this, and then just twist it, just like that. Very, very easy. Okay, you do that for the same template number. There you go. Same thing, and twist it. I would have normally prepared the templates, but this time I'm like, just gonna show you. Template number 3, same thing. Fold it and twist it. That's my phone, hold on. Now for this template number 4, in the meantime I have them here, as you can see, in the following order. Here. It's upside down for you this time, but I'm gonna take my veining tool. This is a fingernail art tool. I'm just gonna emboss or score a line at the center of each petal. Yes. Great. If you're like, I don't want to do this, then skip this part, that's fine. But this will add a bit of extras. This just one is the center of each petal, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So what I do, I just score a line. There you go, that's it. And I'm gonna get my bamboo skewer, and I'm gonna use the tip of the bamboo skewer to shape the petals one by one. actually just a tip, as you can see. It should be fine. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to show you why. Just give it a shape. Actually, I'm just placing my bamboo skewer on top of the petal and folding, pressing each of the petals around the bamboo skewer to give it that shape. In the meantime, if you're new, hi, welcome. Thank you for choosing Miss Gregoria. If you're not a member yet of the Miss Gregoria group, please consider joining us. You may share your creations there for the monthly freebie or just for fun, you know. And I would like to ask if you're gonna join us to consider becoming an active member. Now we have already so many sleepers. We really would like an active member. An active member, I mean, you don't have to be there every day. No, you can, but we would like it. I would like to see you every now and then. And you know, just say hi, give a like, leave a comment, and the more I see your name, and the better it is for me to, well, to remember you. It's easier for me to remember and recognize you as well. So I'm keeping with template number 5. Doing this. Oh, and if this happens, don't worry. Don't try to wait. Don't sit for it because you won't notice it. There's so many of them. Losing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, it's okay. Trust me. And when you unfold it, this is how it's gonna look like. But don't worry, okay? We'll get to that later on. And again, we have template number, where are we? 6. This one, and do this again in both. This time we'll do 2. The center. If it's 1, it's 1. You can see the tooth, right? Some has 1, some has 2. Where's 2? You do 2. And when there's 1, you do 1. And just create them by following the shape of the petals so they're not quite straight. And again, don't worry, it does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a straight and perfect line. We are creating flowers anyways. And they're not always perfect. Shape them. If it's too bright, I'm sorry. It is. I hope you still can see what I'm doing. But the reason for that is because, wait, maybe it is too bright. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Okay, let me try this again. Okay. Hope it's a bit better now. Sometimes it's too bright and then you guys can't see. This should be fine, right? I hope. So, it is still too bright. So, I hope it's better now. Let's go back. Yeah, it's better now, right? Sorry about that. Okay, it's still white paper. At least you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Back. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm placing each bamboo skewer on top of the petal. And I'm just wrapping and pressing actually each petal around the tip of the bamboo skewer. So anyways, about our group, yeah, and you know, the more I see your name, the easier it's for me to recognize you, remember you, and get to know you as well. There's your name, and you know, so you make some friends. We also have a Discord where which you may join. You can find the link there here in YouTube, and you can actually start crafting there when you have met people and you live apart, far away from each other. Just join each other there. Crafting in a group is much more fun. There you go. Don't have to open this. I don't know why I'm opening it, but so we have template 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 again, emboss, score. those veins. It's quite easy to make. The only thing that sometimes takes time is these little details that I like to do, and some does not appreciate that because it takes too long, and so a lot of people do, you know. And yeah, if this isn't for you, this is not for you, but that's okay, then Musogugori is not for you. I'm doing this for people who are looking for lifelike flowers. So keep on doing that, shaping. If you're shaping, because so it won't look so flat. And so, I'm gonna create the illusion that it's lifelike, that it's real. So we have to add a bit of extra time to create the effect, because it is paper after all. So this is the last one of this. There you go. I'm not sure if you can see, but they're still here. They're still aligned. Oh. Try to keep them together. Normally, I would say, you know, prepare the flowers first as much, but for this one, I really did just make one by one, because it is hard to prepare the templates like this and then keep it apart, because that's just gonna. And here I'm doing two by following the shape of the petal. So one on the left side and one on the other side. Start the top, and the shape to follow kind of, there's this, it's not straight, so one left, one right. There, and again, using bamboo skewer. And if that was a bit off camera, I'm sure it's okay, because I mean, it is the same as all the others. And again, we're going to shape this, press it around the bamboo skewer, give it shape. This is so much easier than the sketching paper is much easier than this. So I wanted to prove that it is, you know, sometimes when I ask what kind of material, it is not the paper that makes the flowers. And I want to prove you all that. It is the techniques. It's the the details that I add to it. So I'm just going to prove you. And here again, for the leaves, here's the leaves. What we're going to do is just create one in the center, and then two at the side, one at the side. So those three in total. And again, following the shape of the petals. So one is straight, that's in the center. And then on both sides, it's a bit curvy. More curved than the other. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you won't see this in picture, actually, just in lifelike. And also, only when you look up so close. But I like to do it though. You may shade the leaves if you want to color them, but I'm not going to, because I just want them to be green. And again, I'm just going to use my bamboo skewer and shape them. There you go. There. And there, that's the leaves. Now, for the disc, I have this, and I'm going to take my bamboo skewer also, And this time I'm doing the other side, and I'm just gonna prepare it, roll it first, give it shape so it's easier to later on roll it, because it already broke the fiber there. Just shape it. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. I don't have orange, so I'm just gonna use yellow, and I'm just gonna paint it. So if you have the same, if you don't have yellow, orange, you have yellow, then I can show you how to do that. It's paint, you know? And you don't have to. If you have orange cardstock, then just use orange. That's fine also. But I just like to show that if you don't have it, there are other options. Now I'm going to open up the first flower template. Open it up. And you can see it looks crazy, right? Hey. Now I'm going to use this side again of the thing, and I'm just going to curl them. Not all, just 3 times. Just take a bunch, it doesn't matter which, and just curl them forward. Make them look crazy. Oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Open it up. Again. This is a Mr. Gregorio technique, and yeah, we've inspired many people Flaming they don't want to admit, but that's okay. But now that it's that we, Miss Gregoria, homies, we started this first. This kind of techniques and the coloring technique and using kind of coloring materials. Cool is that? There. See, I'm shaping them and it looks kind of crazy. It's everywhere. Next. Also, now you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What you think of this flower. Here. Again, 3. I did the other one. Just all of them. And here. Okay, so we have shaped this. For the wilting one, if you want, what we could do is we could take the sharp side of the bamboo and we can curl each petal backwards. You can see? Yes, all of them. And some, not, you don't have to be exact the same curl. Some, I'm curling it all the way up. All the way to the center. Right, as you can see, all the way to the center. And just one, I'm just going to curl it once. See? That's how you do the wilting one. You do that for all the petals, for all these kind of templates. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the fully bloomed ones. So I'm just going to bend them, shape them again. And even then, you still have to shape them. Okay? So continue on with these templates. Here, just take a bunch, 3, 4, it really doesn't matter. 1, and then triangle of, tripod of curled. Looks messy, it looks crazy. Just don't judge the template yet, just by looking at this. Just wait until it comes together. You'll be surprised. So, And that was the last one. And now we're gonna assemble. Just gonna get a wire. I do have a wire here. I have a 40 centimeter wire, which is twice the size of this. I think, let me check. It should be, yeah, there's like, okay, yeah, see, 20 centimeter. Should be fine. So get one wire. This is 1.2. That's quite thick. As it should be. And where did I leave my floral tape? Oh, here it is, behind my back. And now I need the scissor. So I think it's okay to put this away. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just gonna get a piece of floral tape. It doesn't have to be long. It could be like 2 fingers thick, 3 fingers, like that. See, 3 fingers. Fold it in half, like this. Get your floral wire and start wrapping it around the tip. You need a base. Press it really hard. Poof. There. We need a base so it'll stick better. And I'm gonna get my glue and my another. This is not the bamboo skewer that we just used. This is the one that we just used. This is clean, and this one is got glue all over it. So I'm just gonna apply some glue here at the base. Get the first strip of stamen. Just gonna attach it halfway of the thingy that we just created. So press it around. Oh, make a start. If you're having issue using glue gun, please feel free, glue gun, tacky glue, please feel free to use glue gun. Nice and tight. You have to wrap it nice and tight though. So that's a start. Always make a start first. Then you makes your our lives easier. And guys, and gents, and ladies, and gentlemen, I mean, yeah, if you've enjoyed making this one, and you would like to see more of my work, you may also follow me on Instagram. And if you are a member of other Facebook groups, and you would like to share your creations there, that's very much appreciated, but I don't want you to get in trouble. So what you could do, instead of, I'm sure people's gonna ask, oh, where you got this one, because it looks so lifelike. That's gonna happen for sure. And I don't want you to get in trouble with the administrator from that group. So what you could do is, when people ask, you just mention the file name and you got it from Etsy. That's it. You don't have to mention my name or the brand, Don't want you to get in trouble. So just roll it like that. We're not gonna do anything with this yet. Just gonna attach it and let it dry before we shape it. So my green is a bit visible, just a tad, you see that? But not much. So now we're gonna attach the second one onto the first one, and again I'm just gonna apply glue here on this side. Make our lives a bit easier. Make a start. There. And if you have this if you have this on from Etsy, please consider heading back to my Etsy store. And we're just gonna attach it and continue where we left off, that part there. And yeah, please consider heading back to my Etsy store and leaving a review. I really would appreciate it. Thank you so, so, so much. So, that's it. And we let it dry. Now, like I told you, like I said before, I don't have the orange. What I do have is this liquid watercolor paint. And you know, if you don't have this watercolor paint, you don't have yellow, but you also don't have this watercolor paint, you can use ink pads. You can use you can use watercolor paint. You could use all sorts of them. I'm just gonna, and this is why it's so dirty. Look at this. Just gonna paint it. This is dark. Is this orange? It says dark yellow. It looks orange, right? Okay, this is dark yellow. And let that dry. You could also, and this is why I always mention watch the tutorial first, so you could also prepare all this first. So depending on how many flowers you would like to make, maybe you want to make 4, 5, not sure. Meantime, while it's dry, it's still wet, it's easier for me to cover up the floral, the wire, by pushing the template, the center, just the center around it, and covering it up. Do you see that? Just pushing this bit, the center part, this bit, covering it, pushing it forward, still wet. Makes it much easier and will allow it to dry. And then now you don't see it. But we're not done yet. If you're just gonna let it dry, the glue, the ink, everything, I mean, you can touch it. I mean, it is liquid watercolor paint, so it does come off easily. And yeah, just, you could also do that. I'm gonna make 4 because again, I only have a week, and I still have to film tutorials, prepare the templates, upload on YouTube, etc, etc, etc. It's still just in a week. There's a lot of things to do in a week. So yeah, I'm gonna make 4. You can make more if you want. It would be so pretty if you like. I think if you have a small planter and you fill that up, that would be so gorgeous. That would be a beautiful, beautiful something. It doesn't have to be a big planter. So I'm just gonna let it dry. You can continue watching. I'm just gonna pause it, but in the meantime it will be, I think, yeah, we could do part 2 like we normally do, right? So this is part 1, preparing the flower templates, and then I will see you in part 2 where we're gonna construct them. In the meantime, you can prepare your templates and let things dry, and then by the time that we get back, you know, part 2, everything will be dried, then we can do flower construction. I wasn't planning doing 2 parts, just 1 part, but I think it works. I think that works perfectly fine, you know, because now you can prepare your templates and let it dry, And then, yeah, do that. Maybe you're not used to that, to other makers, but I'm not the same maker, and then that maker is not me. We are a totally different person. We do things differently. So just please, yeah, try to understand that we are not the same person. Thank you. So I will see you, prepare your templates, and we'll see you in part 2. Ciao! So, welcome back. Ours should be dry by now. Yeah, it is. Now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna separate some and give it more a fluffy look. Except for the center, remember, don't do the center because you want that to cover up the thing. Give it a more fluffy look. It doesn't have to be perfect, just give it. I like using my nails, as you can see, just pulling it backwards. This is really easy. See? At least it doesn't look too paperish. Okay, now back to glue, and we're gonna start attaching the templates. I'm gonna apply glue here and on the side. I hope I'm not off screen. Sometimes I disappear. Totally understand that you guys get mad. It's not always easy for me to see. I have to make the holes here a bit bigger because I'm struggling as well. So I'm gonna make sure it's bigger so you don't have to, okay? Okay. But for now, I'm just gonna use this and make it a bit bigger. I'll make sure you have templates adjust, and I also have to make this template a bit larger than I have, but I already cut it out, so you know it was. So I think what is necessary here is that the first 3 templates are just the same size. Oh, chips! So see what happens. But it's okay. I can always put it back and just be extra careful. This can get a bit messy, but make sure you have wet wipes. I like to fold the templates, wrap around it, you know, so there's no gap between the disc and the, not as much anyways. And this is just this is just the start, so that's okay, don't worry, and we can always fluff it up again. Look, oh sorry if I'm offline, my apologies. I mean offline, off camera. So I'm just gonna apply glue here at the bottom and attach the next one. You have to open up this template and forgot to make the, don't do this at home, always use your embossing tool or you might hurt yourself. Open it up and just attach it. And again, wrap it around like that. Gently, you don't want to pull out the thingy again. So it has to be bigger because I can't. So I'm just gonna make yours a bit longer. I think you just need 1.5 centimeter bigger. So it should be as big as the third one. So I'm just gonna probably make all these first 3 templates same size. Okay? I'm sure of that. Because I'm sure of, because I already have the experience that I can see that, you know, that's what it takes. See? And just wrap the templates nice around the disc. Very messy, very crazy looking. Look at that. Goes everywhere, all sides, right? So most probably, yeah, that's what I would do. I think the first one is gonna stay small, but the template 2 and 3 will be the same size. And the first one will be a tad smaller. So, you know what I also forgot to show you is get your embossing tool and just shape the center, give it a shape with your embossing tool, and then attach the template. What I like to do is put my finger here and push it up, so I don't completely pull that thingy out. There. Oh, here it is. Touch. Look how crazy it looks. I glue. Again, I will make sure that your templates don't have to do this anymore. The holes will be bigger. I thought it was big enough, but it apparently isn't. And I didn't wanna. And here we're gonna attach it offset. So look at the same template as the previous one, and you're just gonna attach it offset as much as possible. So the effect when curling it, like I showed you in the previous tutorial, the petals backwards, you will get this effect, right? But we didn't do that. So that's okay. You can just switch it up. Do one of these, one of that, like I did. And here you're gonna apply glue again. There you go. Touch the next. Try to touch the offset. There. So. Apply glue. There's a hole already. You just have to make it bigger because it's small. Offset, an offset with the same template in the previous one to create layers, not stacking on top of each other. And this will create volume. And then the last one, offset. Yeah, I like to put my finger here and then so I can press it there. There you go. You're layered. These are both made with cardstock. And with the leaves, I would recommend using tacky glue so they won't come off that. Glue gun, I'm sorry. They won't come off that fast because they tend to come off really fast and it's quite annoying. You see that? Different effect. Funny, huh? I love this flower. Very easy. Looks beautiful. And if you want, if you don't want it in a planter, and this is also why I always mention watch the tutorial first. If you want to have it in a vase, then I would suggest to just use a whole wire instead of cutting it in half. Just gonna start here, cover it up with floral tape, push it up, there you go, and I'm going towards and spiral it very tight. There. You don't have to look at the blister though. Apply glue for the leaves there. I really would recommend using glue gun if I were you, so it doesn't come off each time and it dries faster. Because now you have to wait for it to dry before you can actually pull it backwards. I don't mind that my leaves and stem has this different kind of color because you know eventually you won't see much of it. There. My battery is almost empty. Well, anyways, yeah, I would like to thank you for ordering this one. Hope you had fun making it. Battery is empty, so I better end it here. Don't have to start over again because actually we are done. It's just you have to attach it. So this one is made with cardstock. The other two that I saw you at the start is made with sketching paper. I have one leaf here. I will do that off camera. So thank you again so much, so much. Hope you had fun making this one. Looking forward. Which one do you like more? This one or this or both together combined? Look, two different flowers effect. One tutorial, one template. Different looking. Cute, huh? So I hope you enjoyed making this one with me. And when it's dry, you can always fluff it up by pulling it backwards a bit. See? Make it even more look crazy. The center has to go up always. And then the bottom part, you do it down and it gives more volume. See? So bottom, center, up, always up around the disc. Just doing this. Doesn't have to be. And then the bottom part down. Look. Crazy daisy. Hope you had fun making this one. I will see you. Thank you again. Subscribe. So I hope you enjoyed this one. And I will see you in the next video tutorial or next month. Have fun. Good luck. Ciao.